Carrick and Marshall here, filming an everyday glam look. It's not an Instagram look, which is really nice because you can actually wear it out without looking like a clown. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. So first I'm going to start off by priming my skin with this Maybelline Baby Skin Primer. If you guys can see it. This is a really good primer. I think it's a dupe for the Pore Professional. I just have this small little one to test it out. So, and you want to make sure to really moisturize it into your pores because it's going to erase all your big, large pores. Next, I'm going to be taking my Milani foundation. It's like a 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and I am in shade 2 Natural. Then I'm going to be taking my wet beauty blender and just I'm going to be pouncing it into my skin. I just got my beauty blender from Target, from e.l.f. It was about $5. I was using the Real Techniques one, which I believe is pretty cheap too, like $9. And I just noticed with that one, after a couple weeks of use, and I wash it every week, it would kind of shrink a little bit and turn into just this little ball. And I just wanted to try something different. I have used the Real Beauty blenders before. I think that the cheaper ones are pretty much the same. I don't think that you should go and spend $20 on a sponge. I think it's kind of ridiculous. And next I'm going to be doing concealer. I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape. I am in Fair Beige. I got this from Ulta. It's pretty hard to get your hands on. They still are a lot out of the lighter shades, which I am, so it's kind of hard to restock. And then I'm just going to be swiping under my eyes and making kind of like an arrow. And I'm just going to take my wet beauty blender and just really pounce and get it into that skin. And this is just used to lighten up your face. Okay, and next I'm going to be taking my Maybelline shade 120 powder and just kind of, I have a little bunching of the foundation up there, so I'm going to just set my face and kind of blend that out. And I'm taking my Real Techniques cheek brush. I like this one for powder because it's dense, so it gets a lot of powder, and it's super soft. Next, I'm going to be doing my cheekbones, my highlight. I'm not a big fan of blush. I kind of feel like it makes me look like And then also I'm going to be using my butter bronzer. If you guys have never smelt it, it smells so good. It kind of smells like a vanilla coconut. Okay, and then I'm going to be bronzing up here so it doesn't look like I have a 5 head. And next I'm going to be doing my nose. I just kind of like to do soft lines on the two sides of my nose right here. It kind of makes it look slimmer. And then I recently just got this. It's the Becca Opal highlighter. I haven't even swatched it yet. It's just, look at those. How beautiful. Sorry about the red. I went to Sephora yesterday. And then I'm just going to be taking my Real Techniques setting brush. I like to use it to get just a really precise highlight, and then I just like to spray it before with my NYX Dewy Finish to really amp up the highlight. Okay, and then I'm just going to be highlighting my nose in my Cupid's bow. Next, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow. I'm in shade Soft Brown, and I'm going to be using my handy dandy MAC brush 266, I believe. Pretty sure it's an eyeliner brush, but I like to use it for my eyebrows. And you really have to go in with a light hand, otherwise you're going to get the Sharpie brows that no one wants. And as you guys can see, I don't really have any eyebrows. In high school, I decided to shave them off. God knows why. Okay, and next I'm going to be carving out the underneath of my eyebrows. I think it just gives it a really good precise look. And I'm going to be using a NYX Studio HD concealer, and then a Naked 2 brush. I just got this in a palette. See how much of a difference these two are. This one looks a lot more cleaner than this one. So let's go ahead and do the next eyebrow. And then I'm going to be going in with my, it's really small, I haven't been able to find a big one, my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And I think it just works out better if you use your fingers versus a brush, so then you're not getting another brush dirty. And then next, I'm going to be going in with my Morphe 35OM palette, and I'm going to be taking my MAC 213 brush and just taking this white shadow and brushing it all over my lid to really set it. Okay, and then next I'm going to be taking this transition shade right here to do my crease. And then I'm going to be using my Real Techniques base shadow brush. I like using this one for the crease because it has this point right here. You never want to go too heavy with the shadow. Otherwise, it's really, really hard to blend out. You kind of want to just go in with a really light hand. Next, I'm going to be darkening up the crease with this color right here. I really wish Morphe named their freaking eyeshadow palettes. And I decided that I'm gonna darken up right here in the corner of my eye. I'm gonna try something new. Okay, and then next I'm going to be using this shade right here. It's a little bit darker than this one, as you can tell. And then you just want to make sure it's super blended again. And then next, for my last and final color, I'm going to be going in with a deep, deep brown. So I'm going to be going in with this corner shade right here. And with this one, you want to make sure to be extra careful because it is such a dark color that you can potentially ruin your whole entire look. And then next I'm going to be using the 35F Morphe palette. This is a really cool palette because it does have a lot of shimmers versus the 35OM is all mattes. And this is it. And I'm going to be going in with this corner shade right here. This is a really pretty copper tone. I'm going to be using the MAC brush that I first set my eyeshadow with. And I'm just going to be focusing right here on my lid. Okay, and now that you're done with that, you don't want to look like a clown, so you have to clean up the edges of your eyeshadow. And I'm just going to be taking my damp beauty blender again, and I can't see real good right here, so I'm going to be moving my ghetto mirror. And next I'm going to be going in with my NYX matte liquid eyeliner. I've only used this about 1 to 2 times. It's really good. It's kind of hard to get off, which is a good thing. And when you do get it off, it's kind of like a mask. If you were to take a mask and just kind of, once it was dry, just kind of rub it off your face, it kind of like balls up and like, it's kind of gross. That's the only thing I do not like about it. But the brush, as you can tell, is super pointed and super small and skinny, and that's what I really look for in an eyeliner. Okay, and I'm just going to let that dry for a little bit so I can clean up the edges of my wing. And as that's drying, I'm actually going to be doing my under eye. Taking my Sephora waterproof eyeliner and doing my under eyes to really make them look open and awake. And this is in shade Ice Ice Baby. Never mind. I like keep swatching it on my hand, but it's like breaking up and getting like into my eye. It's like becoming like a powder. Oh, this is trash. Goodbye. And next I'm going to be doing my under eyes with this eyeliner brush. And I'm going to be going back in with the shades that I did my crease with. So I'm going to be going back in with the 35OM. And I'm going to start off the edge with the darkest color that I used right here. And just kind of brushing it underneath. And then I'm going to be going in with the, let's do this one right here. And I'm just going to be using this for the corner. And then next I'm going to be going in with my Great Lash by Maybelline. This is a really good mascara, I think. It's only about $5 and the bristles on the brush are just really good for getting in the corner of your eye. the last and final step, I'm going to be going in with my MAC lipstick in shade Velvet Teddy. This one is just so beautiful. I'm pretty sure this is their most popular. And then I actually have a little secret on how to get free stuff from MAC. If you turn in 7 things from their line, you can actually choose a lipstick, an eyeshadow, or an eyeliner, and they give it to you for free. Okay guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This is my ending result. All of my products that were used today will be listed in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I will see you guys in my next video. And this is an Ice Baby.